Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Monday and Talk Tuesday. We are really stepping up with things that are going on right now, and people are coming back out. People are starting to get involved again. We need to keep it going. We need the positive going on right now in this world because we've got too much negative going on. We've got to kind of counteract that as we're going through this 3D plane of existence and realizing where we are and what we're doing now, um, I had some visions and some channeling that came in. And I want to go over a little bit with you because I have been saying that right now our world is like the Truman Show. And a lot of people say it's other things. Um, I think it's basically like the Truman Show. I said a couple years ago that things would start to malfunction, and they are. If you think about it, the baddies have been running all that stuff, making it functional, and now the baddies aren't there so much, so it's becoming dysfunctional. Um, Set up, this is what I'm getting. This is what I've been getting. Set up, state fair. The world is a stage. 3D is an illusion. Each place is a scripted reality. Think about it. Each place we go is a scripted reality. Those people grew up there. They were planted there and they grew up there and now they're exactly like that area. There's nothing different. There's nothing new unless they go into a new bar or a new restaurant or a new movie theater or something new. Uh, you get into that mode because you can go to, like, when I used to live in Pennsylvania, you could go to Pittsburgh and the people talk completely opposite and do opposite things than the people in Cleveland or the people where we were. Everybody is situated in their little utopia and they're all programmed to kind of go in sync with each other. And then you get other people from different states. Like when we moved down to Florida, I'm from Florida. I went to school in Florida. My husband didn't. He's from Pennsylvania. He went to school in Pennsylvania. So when people from the north come down here in the south, it's like night and day. It is completely different. How we work, how we act, how we think about things, how we look, everything is different. It's like a foreign country in a way. I mean, you have to get used to it. It just doesn't come. Now, I'm used to it. Even though I moved away and lived 38 years somewhere else, I still came back and got into the flow of Florida because this was my stomping grounds. This is where I went to school at, not not the Gulf side, but the Atlantic side and further south. But it's still Florida. There's still, but yet there is different synchronicities from the Gulf side to the Atlantic side. So everybody's in their little community and the little setting, and you're all really conformed and you're indoctrinated. Some aren't, they're getting in trouble. Some are, they're not. We have to really look at things because there was 2 years ago, I had a dream where I kept seeing black and white skits of people go by, like different times. Like I'd see hats on women and hats on men, and then I didn't see them. And it was like I was like flashes of past where I wasn't even born at that time, like the flapper days and the gangster era and things like that. Because we'd probably been there before. And all these thoughts, these inner thoughts that we're releasing now, it seems like everything is an illusion. The state fairs, when I seen the information on the state fairs, they had the incubator babies. And I thought, who is the parents of these incubator babies that look perfectly tiny and people are paying money to see? Where's the mom and dad? What were they? What were the little incubator babies? And they came in and they set up a whole town, the whole thing. They designed the whole town. And then I guess after the state fairs, which were a few months, they tore the whole town down. But it wasn't like the fake fairs now, the little, you know, cheaper rides. This was like amazing. I mean, it was like buildings and houses and homes, and they built the stage. But then when they were done, they tore down the stage and they moved to somewhere else. So that is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the US and a lot of other countries being completely devastated and changing. The evolution is coming through. But we are so used to the indoctrinated 3D world uh, and the illusion of it that we have to kind of take in, like, are you serious? Is each place a scripted reality like Truman? Other than our parents being, actors and actresses, they aren't. That isn't changed, but they build the sets and destroy it when finished with the story. So is that what they're doing here? Did they build the sets of us in these 50 states and more? Did they build the sets and now they're taking the sets down to start a new set? Just saying. They created it, programmed the people, and then they keep everyone building and creating the stage, and they can destroy the stage at any time. That is what I got in a dream and in visions and in a channeled message. Now, when I talked about that with the creator and went within, um, I was told that you are pretty close to on the right path. Uh, they did build the stage. We don't know who did, but somebody built the stage that was founded. Somebody started it. Think about it. They took it out and now they're rebuilding. So what are they doing here? They're tearing things down that they created that were bad, and we're redoing things the way they are. I heard DeSantis say that, and I don't know how much it is. It was a lot of money that he's giving billions of dollars to the Everglades in that area. And what they had did is they had stopped the natural water flow and built these canals all there. And now they're filling the canals in and they're going back to the natural flow of the water. Why? Did they put dams up? Why did they redirect the natural flow of the water? They had reasons. They didn't have good reasons. It was not good reasons. So now they're taking the earth back to the way it was. So what's going to happen next? What are we going to build? We're the ones who are still here. And I've noticed, there is somebody asked me like last night, well, who told you? What do you believe in? And then you kind of get quiet because you're like, well, they were never in the cue the car movement. They didn't see all that. And it's like actually too late to explain it. So I said it's kind of like uh, an election type thing where we elect to stay in our 3D state of being with a corrupt person, or we put someone in there that's going to take the corruption out of that scripted area. Okay, I've talked enough. I just wanted to cover that with y'all because I really feel that we are right now trapped in kind of a Truman Show, like a state fair, like the stage has been set and a lot of us woke up, but a lot of us want to stay asleep in this scripted reality. So how it plays out, I don't know how it plays out, but we are in it for the long haul. And I hope that it plays out in the good's favor because we don't need any more bad. We've had enough bad. Now, today is 8/12 of 2024. And I'm not doing both days. I'm not doing Talk Tuesday because that's a 2. We know what that is. And so that is a 3. So we got a 1 for the 8/12/2024. For the 8/13/2024, we have a 20, and that's a 2. And that is a 12, which goes down to a 3. And we so got a lot of 3s. This is a super divine, crazy script right now that we are going to be talking about. And I want you to take everything, because I rewatch my shows, because I catch things that I said that I didn't realize I said. And then I listen to the story that is unfolding in front of us, because these cards, these channels, these notes that I take are all channeled. And it's not me. It's the higher ups that are channeling these messages, and they will put them together through me, and I will say things through me. So that is what we're doing. And I hope everybody is having a beautiful, magical Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to do 2 days a week because that gives me some time, and it gives me more some meditative time that I'm not thinking of the collective. Sometimes the collective right now has a lot of energy drawing me out. So I've already done my earthing today for a while. Usually go out and I do more earthing. So we're going to get into this, and we are going to we really need to listen to these cards today, because something is telling me, because I was going to do Magical Monday tonight after midnight, because it's Soul Surfing Sunday right now for me. But something told me, and I told my husband, something is telling me to do it early. Do Magical Monday now and do Thoth Tuesday now, because they need to get out before it's daybreak. So I'm going to get it out later on today. I'll probably, because mine takes a long time to download these. So what I think I'm going to do is wait till about 9 o'clock tonight, because someone needs this message before, with either awakening or before they awake. Okay. Now, the first one with the Soul Helper Oracle, we got the time is right. Seize the day and make progress on your soul path. And that's what we're doing. Destiny is smiling upon you, and your soul path is free of obstacles, tests, and challenges. Take advantage of this to make some great progress now. Ask yourself what you really want. What will this open road, free of complications and so full of energy and creativity, bring you? What issue is important right now? Focus on it and open yourself to the divine forces and wisdom that will now flow to you. The time has come to address a particular issue. Do not waste it, but instead use the light that is now within you for this one key mission. Put everything else to one side for a time and focus solely on this project. Become the creator of your life and of this world. You will exert a powerful attraction on other entities during this phase. Do not miss out on the opportunity to make new, effortless, loving bonds with people, animals, and spirits of plants, natural beings, and spiritual entities. Go with the flow of destiny's vibrations that are favorable for you right now. Seize this opportunity favorable for you right now. We've got to seize the day, and do it with an open heart, and your dreams will come true. The power animal is the swan, and the herbal essence oil is lemongrass, the healing crystal is citrine, and the master number is 11. And, you know, it's interesting that the swan come out, because we are starting to get into the black swan event. The stock market is starting to gradually crash. Right now, they're propping it up. But trust me, it's got to go down. We got to get rid of the evil money system. You know, money's the root of all evil. And I don't know how they're going to do it, but they got to do it. Look at her. She is just flowing with, she knows the time is right. She's dancing upon, she's grounding herself. She's in the flow right now of life, and she's got the 2 birds flying beside her, and that's the white feather, which is the guardian angel calling card. So, you know, we can feel I don't know, lately I have felt there is so much energy within me. It's like some days I'm just going with the flow and life is just flowing around me. And then other days it's like, it's like you got to look at some things and then some things you just got to walk away from. And I really feel that it's so close. It's like almost close enough to touch, but we can't see it yet. It's the illusion. Now we're going to read a three, but we really know what a three is. This might not say it in this book, but three is a divine message. Number three indicates that now is a good time to take care of your soul families, both in this world and in others. Make contact and tell them that you love and need them. They will hear you. You will find strength, healing, and answers among those closely connected to you. This number reaches you to look at everything, to become an observer, and wisdom will come. Number's three energy field brings about diversity, creativity, creative energy, the overcoming of duality, and understanding and seeing the world of the divine. It kind of opens the doorway to the divine, and we can kind of peek in and get our toes in the sand, and realize that everything that comes across our path is a divine message. Whether it's good or bad, it's still a divine message. Okay. Okay. We are going to go to the angels and ancestors because we have some important information in there. And we get the snake, shed old skin. Now, when I get this card in my hand and I'm feeling the energy, and I know you can see the energy coming off of this card if you are practicing the 5D. This snake is going to bite you if you keep going with the old. If you keep reliving and reliving and reliving something that happened. And it either traumatized you, changed you, or made you think about things. Think about it, mull it over, forgive it with love, and put it away. If it's not a happy memory, don't keep reliving it. Don't keep talking about it. When you talk about it, it is like you're living in it. You're still there. Cast off the old, reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world. In many spiritual traditions, the snake offers powerful medicine. In tantric yoga, it symbolizes the kundalini, which is the powerful serpentine energy within that allows you to reach your highest spiritual potential. When a sacred one saw a snake in nature or encountered one in a dream, they knew that there was transformation in the air. For me, the snake card not only represented the shedding of old skin, but moving beyond the limitations caused by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past. The energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized, or you've been misread by others, now know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been doing within. If you feel someone you love is misunderstood, you recently misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. This is a time for renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrate. I'm going to bring up something. A couple things actually. I have talked about it many times of me and my husband living in Pennsylvania for 39 years, picking up from our friends and our family that were there and just moving to an unknown place. And that's basically what we did. We knew no one here. I had never been in the Gulf side. I had never been up this area. And for some unknown reason, it was just like something planted us here. And I know recently, Brad, I'm going to mention you again. Brad did amazing. I mean, he was having a rough patch, some hiccups. And he just went out of the box and said, see you bye. Kind of like the journey guy, kind of like me and my husband did. And everybody's like, you really going to Florida? See you bye. 6 months later, we bought a piece of property and we moved to Florida. But what was interesting about that, and I remember Brad talking about different places that he was looking at, like I think Colorado or California and Oregon and this and that. His path took him where he needed to be, whatever he has. And, get this, if you have a car and you have a camper and you have a little bit of money, you're not homeless. I mean, you have more than a lot of people. And that's kind of scary because you think, I have a camper and I have a car, a vehicle, and I'm fine with that. But some people have way more and they're still not happy with it. They still want more. So I think what we need to do is shed the old ideas of planting ourselves in one place. And as it's going nowhere and nowhere and nowhere, we plant ourselves somewhere else and we discover a whole new us. And that is what we're all doing right now. Some of us aren't there yet, but some of us are there yet. Some of us love where they are. Some of us don't like where we are. So it all depends. And I think that every journey you're only supposed to be there for a specific time. When you're done with your mission, then you need to move on because there's other missions out there. There's other people that need to hear what each one of us need to say. The energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been misread by others, know this energy is now leaving you as you've been working through the old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs that you've accumulated along the way. You've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all of the work that you've been doing within. If you feel someone you love has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. This is a time of renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrate. That is what the Great Awakening is. It is the awakening of our soul. It's like we knocked 3 times. We're ready to go within and experience the life, the mission, and start taking those footsteps out of the box. Because when we do that, we will discover our mission and we will discover the people that were placed in our life for a reason. There is no accidents in this world. And we got the water guardian, and it's connect with your emotions. I feel that as we're going through this great awakening, each individual, as they're having it, because they're all different experiences, we have to connect with our emotions because our emotions will tell a lot. When you go into a town and your gut feeling says, I don't like this town, we need to get out of here. That is a point that you need to take into consideration and get out of it because you're picking up the negative emotional baggage that is stuck in that town. And there is stuff stuck in towns. There is energetic footprints all over this world from all past lives. Everybody left a little bit of their energy. Take time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. Water is the element that is in your blood, your tears and your flesh. The water guardian represents the angels of water who can help you dive within to understand the depths of your emotions. These angels are all about helping you see that your emotions aren't just the feelings that are on the surface. They are also the old emotions you may have locked deep within the shadows of your soul. Through help, you acknowledge your deepest emotion. The angels of water help you to hear the message they have for you and to unlock your intuitive power and the energies of abundance. Your angels want you to know that it's okay to feel the emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if they are joyous or sad. They are all powerful messages that allow you to understand what you want and need. Take the time to breathe and acknowledge them. Let them flow through you rather than crashing down on you as an overwhelming wave. Note that there are also intuitive psychic messages arising in you at this time. And unless you acknowledge everything as it comes up, you may miss important guidance that can lead you to support and love. Sometimes we get stuck in our own head that we're going nowhere and we have nothing. And we have more than most people. We just don't know it. We got the heart guardian, love and let yourself be loved. And what's interesting about the water guardian is they just said that. It's just, that's exactly what it said. Love, be loved. Welcome with open arms, opportunities to give and receive love. And remember, when you move, nobody knows you. Nobody knows who you are. You're the one who's telling your stories. So if you don't want all those negative old dogma stories with you, I hope you left them back, the baggage back home. Don't bring it with you. Don't, that's a big mistake. A lot of us start telling our whole story and this and that. And sometimes our whole story doesn't need to be told. That we'll just keep remembering it. You need to deal with it, throw it out, blow it away. The heart guardian is an angelic energy that can help you call for protection and guidance with all issues surrounding the heart. This is essentially the angel who helps you with all relationships, whether they be with yourself, family, or even a romantic connection. She can enable you to move beyond any limiting fears about trust, discern whom to trust, and understand how you can move forward in a balanced relationship with that person. In this card, she is adorned with a sacred heart and draped in a red cloak to show her capacity to love lead the way. Let love lead the way. I like that. You are lovable, and loving. The energy of love is surrounding your whole world at this time. Angels are swirling around you, encouraging you to open your heart and reveal the blessings that you have to offer. They want you to know that you are a highly lovable being who deserves to give and receive love. If you are finding it challenging to feel love at this time, it's important for you to give yourself credit where it's due. You are also encouraged to welcome support from others. Learn to receive. Don't try and do everything on your own. If you are working on a relationship or are in a new relationship, this card can usher in energies that allow you to forge a powerful connection with your partner. Love is in the air. What I'm getting from this one is be careful. Be careful with past emotions that draw you into conflict and make your heart not guarded, that you're not letting love through. Just remember that. Don't overprotect yourself where it gets to the point where you lose something you could have really loved. Okay, we have that's going to be last. Okay, we have the Messenger Oracle, and I love this card actually at this point, and I call him Sunny because I really don't know what he is. He looks like a rabbit with fairy wings and a dragon tail or a lion tail or something. And it says, love that you are different. There's Sunny. Sunny is very different. Look how different Sunny is. You have strengths and weaknesses, and both are worthy of love. Know them, honor them, and do not heed those who tell you that you must change in order to fulfill their expectations of the world. You will never be who others expect you to be. You could only be the unique individual you are meant to be. Love that you are different, for it is your differences and loving those differences that make you truly beautiful. Be careful with, and I'm going to say this because this is what I'm feeling. Be careful when you move to new places, that you don't overdo it and people feel that you want to run the whole show, because that won't go over good. And I know that some signs, more than others, like to be the only one that has any ideas. Like they're like me, I know it all, and don't tell me how to do it. They don't play the game with partners. They just play the game. So be careful with that. You don't want to tell everybody they're doing it wrong and you're the only one that does it right. Uh, if you do things better that you feel that you do better, then and somebody else takes on because they want to, let them. Maybe they'll ask you for help, maybe they won't, and maybe it'll turn out beautiful and not the same way you would have done it, but it's okay. We got follow the moon, and we know that everything in the moon is an illusion. 3/4 of Gaia's surface is covered in water, and the moon's pole can lift the Earth's ocean at the equator and carry them along in her wake. 2/3 of the human body is also water, and therefore you also are subject to her power. As she waxes and wanes, so do you. Take note, follow the moon cycle, and take note of how you think and feel as her light increases and decreases. Take time to explore and understand her influences upon both your body and your emotions. Yeah, we are in the moon cycle, and we do go through different emotions when the moon is out there. We got a number 14, which is a 5. Embrace your shadow, light and dark. And they have dark in quotes. See, this is the dark night of the soul. She's got the moon behind her, which is the illusion of things. And it actually looks like an illusion behind her. The flowers don't look like an illusion, and she's in a beautiful purple gown, but everything behind her looks like an illusion. Darkness and light are two halves of the same whole, and there is strength and wisdom in honoring both sides of yourself. Your shadow self is that place within you where all the feelings, desires, thoughts, and actions you've repressed, rejected, or hidden dwell. The place within you that you refuse to shine a light on or examine in any detail, the darkness that only grows the more you wish it away or try to ignore it. You've been taught not to reveal your emotional pain, but there is incredible strength in bringing the suppressed pieces of you to the light and accepting your whole self. The shadow is the term for everything you can't or won't see in yourself. And the message of this card is that it is time to embrace it rather than pretending it away. It's a wonderful card for out of the darkness and shadows comes light and hope, a new appreciation, acceptance of your authentic self, and a new freedom to be all that you are. Do you have a habit of blocking your emotions and denying how you feel, shrugging off your anger and hurt and pretending you aren't upset, swallowing down guilt or shame for things you've done in the hopes that no one will ever find out? It's time to stop. Focusing only on the light and denying any darkness is as unhealthy as focusing only on the dark. Pretending everything is love and light at all times is draining. It's also a lie. Life can be hard for everyone, and no one is their best self all the time. Acknowledge the so-called shadowy parts of yourself, the ones you're not proud of, and use them to be a better person. Shadow emotions can also be clues to what you really want and how you want to be. So use them to change your attitude and transform your life. Know that your shadow aspects don't make you flawed. They are not bad or wrong. It's okay. It's normal, healthy even, to feel sad, angry, jealous, scared, or resentful. To experience shame and regret. Everyone does from time to time. It's part of being human. It only causes problems when it's denied to repress. When you lie about and try to hide the things you've done, said, or felt, destroy yourself with self-loathing and lashing out at others in fear that your secret will be discovered, and it doesn't work. Try to hide from yourself, and your emotions affects your judgment, your choices, and your actions. It locks you in misery and isolation, spiraling you further into the darkness. Exploring your shadow by examining your motives for past and present acts and freeing yourself from the impacts will create a deeper, more authentic life and stronger, more intimate relationships. Being vulnerable is powerful and healing and is the most intimate personal gift you can give someone else and yourself. When you accept and integrate your shadow and understand and embrace your whole self, you will be stronger and more compassionate and more yourself than ever before. Yeah, we can't fake. Uh, I mean, I'm not saying to fake your world that you came from a happy place and you don't want to bring any anger with you, but a lot of the dark night of the soul is something we have to work out on our own. So if you're still getting those feelings and stuff, you're not through the dark night of the soul yet. And I gotta see. Oh yeah, okay. I remember that. Okay. We're going to the dreams of Gaia. Um, there was a lot of messages in these cards. Shed the old skin. And we really have to embrace the dark night of the soul. And when we follow the moon, we got to be careful. The moon will shine the light on the illusions that we got to be careful from. And if you are different, you're blessed because everybody's different. It's the time is right, seize the day and make progress on our soul path. And this is the heart guardian that will protect the emotional, the water guardian, which is the emotions. So this was a really good read so far for the collective. I like when they kind of come out like that because right now that is what's going on in our world out around us. It's like chaos, craziness. Uh, we got, oh God, I thought we had all, okay. We got the three of fire again, and I know why this is coming up because this is what I just talked about. This is an action implementation, exploration, expression, energy, hard work, sacrifice, and limitations. This is the guy, uh, like Brad, that says, see you, bye, gotta go, gotta change my life because I know I'm getting stale here. I gotta go fresh. I gotta go freshen up somewhere else, see something different. He did, just like we did, me and Donnie, just like me and my husband did. We needed something new and went. Boop. We didn't know anybody. We just bought a camper and moved it here and started redoing, and here we are. We've met a lot of people. And it did change our life completely. I mean, necessary sacrifices, experiment, practice, and refine, avoid copying those who inspire, step out into the great unknown and trust. Put your objectives first, avoid cutting corners, pay attention to details, and have you lost your direction? Now, the other day we did get it in reverse, which was like a warning. But today we didn't get it in reverse. And do you have an idea or creative venture that you would like to implement? The three of fire represents the necessary sacrifice that may be required when we act on our goals and objectives. When we first begin to act, we often find ourselves exploring the path walked by those who came before us in order to discover and determine the best way to implement our ideas. However, the same exploration can inspire new ideas that break with tradition because something old has been reimagined and expressed by a mind with a unique perspective to make it relevant in the present. To implement those new ideas requires sacrifice, commitment, and dedication. It means stepping away from what is tried and trusted, safe and secure, and stepping out into the unknown with an almost blind faith and commitment. It means putting the objectives first and turning away from everything that distracts you or might prevent you from being achieved. It means working hard and not cutting corners in order to speed up the process. It means knowing that what you create will only equal what you have invested and what you are willing to invest. The three of fire lets you know that now is also a good time to explore and experiment on a practical level. Use your hands and mind to practice, hone, and refine your skills or abilities so that you may create and do well, always be something crafted to the best of your abilities, and be a true reflection of your passion and dedication. Remember, also avoid copying another's ideas because this is the time to be innovative. Create using your experience and imagination to inspire you instead of the vision and ideas of another. I like that because, yes, that is true. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. Things have been tried, but are we going to just try it the same way and maybe a little different and name it something different? I don't know. Could be your imagination, huh? Now, with the fire, we got the Two of Wands. And like I said, that's vision. The two highlights romance and partnership. So you may meet a new partner or hook up with another like-minded soul to pursue new projects in or out of the workplace. This meeting of the minds will bring you rewards as you broaden your horizon and see just what you could achieve in education. You find the right course or teacher to inspire you to hone your skills and nurture your interests. Look for those around you who share your vision, work together for great results. That was a good card. Now, we went right from fire to water. So we're putting out the fire now because he's on his mission. He's on his way. And now we're going to pick up the threes. Look at the threes. 3, 3, 3. Yeah, 3. 4 threes already. So this is really, really trying to tell us something. And if you look at this card, she's like free flowing. She's got her fish around her and she's celebrating victories and taking satisfaction from her endeavors and Look to the future with anticipation. Your success will be continued, a rewarding outcome, an exciting future. Free yourself of unrealistic expectations. Allow the outcome to manifest freely. The Three of Water represents satisfaction and indicates that you have come to a time to rejoice in life and your success. She stands tall and confident with arms raised in victorious celebration. She has invested greatly in her creative endeavors and is well satisfied with her progress and accomplishments so far. She is positive and hopeful that her success will continue, and so she turns to greet the future with anticipation and excitement. This card is a positive affirmation and symbolizes the joyous potential for a rewarding outcome. It also signifies the importance of taking time to appreciate, celebrate, and enjoy yourself along the way. Look back and be proud of what you have accomplished. Do a little victory dance before turning once more to the future with a heart full of hope and smile upon your lips. It is important to allow yourself these moments of joy and celebration and to remember them. Yeah. If you stepped out of the box and you're in a new, fresh place, you might start to get visions. That's when a lot of my visions, I always had dreams, but a lot of my channeling visions, that's when that happened, when I moved. So now we have the Three of Water, and with that we got the Wisdom, the Five, the High Priest. Listen to your inner wisdom, which will guide you towards a new educational path, belief, or teacher. Yeah, unity, marriage, values, authority. This could be male or female. Okay. He is going on a journey because he's got visions. Now he's got these visions in his head of something better. She's free flowing like, and she's got a great path ahead because guess what? She's got the wisdom. So that's actually really good. Because yeah, with the wisdom, you can go further. Because you got a 14, another 5, which is change. And we got the King of Earth. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Free yourself from control. Take pride in accomplishments. Pay it forward. Honor your process. Now is not the time to make changes. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Don't be lazy. Abuse, misuse of power. The King of Earth may also symbolize a need to take a methodical approach that you know will work for you. At this time, do not deviate or take a chance on trying something new. Do not allow the opinions of others to sway you either. Instead, trust in your usual process, especially if it has always worked for you in the past. Yeah, this is a satisfied person. I mean, he's a very satisfied man or woman. We're not going to put masculine or feminine in there. And choices, the Lovers. Make your choice based on your long-term future rather than short-term gains. In love, wait for the right person rather than distract yourself with flirtations. These mature decisions to make as you reach a turning point. You may need to make an investment in the future, a financial plan, buying a home, or moving for work, for example. And the choices isn't straightforward. In relationships, you bond and commit or walk away. An additional meaning of this card for those who are single and being ready for a new serious love relationship. Love is coming. You got to remember, though, in this one, She's cold. She's not ready. He is. So when you find this, it's like the Great Awakening. Okay. Here's one side of it, loving and like we need to change. We need build America back. We need it. We need to change. And then there's other people that don't see anything wrong with it. They turn blue and they just don't care. That's what we've got in this world right now. We've got the men and women that care, and then we got the men and women that don't care. That's why we're separate. Think about it. If you have somebody asking somebody else how you found this shit out, it's because they didn't look. It's because they didn't do any research. They're just going with the flow of life, or they're too busy going with the flow of life. Either or. I think a lot of them just don't care. We shall see. We shall see how this all unfolds, because that was that. And you know, I've been doing a special message for the collective. That was a real brain teaser with this collective, because I know a lot of people are picking up and just going. They're like, I'm done with this crap. I'm going somewhere else. And if you want to come, come. If you don't want to come, don't come. We had an 11 earlier. We've had 4 3s, 2 5s, and another 11. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. Doubles the power. This is the heaven and earth card. Separation is an illusion. Center and align spiritual beings in a physical body. Spirit dwells in nature, experience life, and learn from experiences. Symbiotic relationships harm the planet, and you harm humanity. The ordinary is magical, and the magical is ordinary. As above, so below. Nature, humanity, magic, mundane, material, and immaterial. If you're bored, it's because you're not finding your niche in the world. You're still circling in the same stagnated energy that you've always circulated in. Careful with that. It gets boring and you feel like you lose control. It's like the Grease movie. I got chills, they're multiplying, you know, that kind of that thing. Kind of like that. The 11 of Earth is a balancing and realigning card. It suggests it is now time to keep yourself centered and in harmony with the world around you by banishing the illusion of separation. I just got a download. Okay. Me and my husband were talking about this the other day. He says, I've had dreams of people that have passed, and then I've had dreams that they're not passed. And sometimes I don't have dreams of them at all. We've got to remember, heaven is on earth. So what dimension did their soul go into? We miss their avatar, which encased and housed their soul. It was really the soul that we loved, because the avatar is just that. It's just an avatar. It's looks, and looks fade. Look at the people. You know, have you ever noticed, you look at those high school kids and you're like, holy shit, do I look that bad? Probably. Yeah, I look in the mirror too. It's called age, and we either age gracefully or we age and it's not that graceful. Everything kind of falls around and does shit, moves, and but heaven on earth. I see people talk about the creator like he's in heaven. He's up there. Let's climb Jacob's ladder and get to him. He ain't up there. He's down here with us, within us. What do you want him to do? Go into a human body and say, hey, I'm God. I'm your creator. Hi, darling, this is Mother Earth. I'm in somebody's body. Come on over. Really? I mean, do you think it works that way? No. It's within. And if you're not going within, you're without. That's all I can say. And if you look at this real close, let's look at it real close. Okay, this is heaven on earth. Let me flip this page over before it goes goofy. We got the earth completely surrounded. And what's this? Oh, it's gold. Because that's the money system we were supposed to be on, gold and silver. And then we've got the human over here. Okay, we have the wolf for protection. We have the raven to see high up. We have the ram. We have the bear, which is like a hibernation stage, and the ram is like a protector and seer. And then we've got the wise owl. But you know what's really weird about this card? And I seen this last time. This over here is all the earth, okay? And you can see the earth on the face. Over here, it's like it's all human with the earth around it from this side. But there's coins over here. And there's something here like a contract, and there's numbers here. And the numbers are 572, which is a 14, which is a 5. It's got 572 plus 87 is 659, which is 20, which is a 2. I don't know why that's on there, but I can see why it's on there, because this is following all nature and this is going with man. This is what you need in the world to live, and this is what we live around and with us. So yeah, that's like it's like two sides to a story. It's this one living in nature and this one living in the 3D world. Yeah, because he even has regular hair, and then you get the tree of life with source creator over here. So this is man, and this is where the creator would have us, but then man comes in. So there's two sides to every story. Spiritual being in a physical body. Spirit dwells in nature. Nature. Experience life and learn from experiences. Symbiotic relationships harm the planet and you harm humanity. The ordinary is magical and the magical is ordinary. I wanted to read that again because that was really cool. Separation is an illusion. So why are we separated here? We have the earth, spirits, completely earthed. And then we have the money system over here. Why do we have to be split? Because we have to live in the 3D world, but then we go into the 5D over here. We trust the nature and the animals around us. Here, we can only trust contracts and money. That's what that was, contracts and money. I never really thought about that before, because that's how we get our heaven on earth. This would be heaven on earth. This would be buying part of it. We shouldn't have to do that, because our natural spirit is dealing with man over here. And you know, somebody said something the other day. I am walking down a sidewalk and I'm going fishing. What is it of your business? These people that create the illusion with the money, they tell us what we need to do and how we have to do it and how we have to walk. You can't catch a fish over there. You got to pay me to catch a fish. We are changing, tides are changing, and that is our heaven on earth. And we did get on that the King of Swords, which is ambition. This is ambition. This is creating the heaven on earth. And this is the ambition to do that. This man is clever and is often a strong leader in a professional career. He's a great strategist with charm and ambition, but can exert pressure too. And as he's impatient to succeed, he can be relied upon to offer calm, logical judgment. And additional meaning is the legal issues need your attention just now. If the king comes up as the U card in a reading, take a logical approach. This is time for mental agility rather than emotion. Look to the fact before you make a decision. This is fairness, balance, incentives, decisions, strength, justice, and support. That was so perfect how that come up. This is the special message. And I thought this was pretty cool too, because we got the faith card and she is a 24, which is a 6. But as you see her in nature, her in nature out of the money system, she was upside down. When the faith card appears reversed, it symbolizes a lack of belief in self and a resistance to kind words and thanks from others. Allow others to compliment you. All too often, we focus on the criticism others offer and reject the kind words. We tell ourselves that people do not mean what they say when they offer praise. They are just being kind. Of course, they are being kind. Kindness is a beautiful quality. And if you are blessed to have people who compliment you, then take delight in those people and say thank you. Even if their words made you blush or feel awkward, cherish the people who compliment you. They are not complimenting you just because they are kind. They are complimenting you because they believe and have faith in you. They believe that you deserve the compliment. They are supporting you and doing what they can do to help nurture those seeds of self-belief and confidence within you. It is not a sin to take delight in a compliment, especially if it has been earned. It is a sign that you are valued by others. We are all valued. I mean, we all bring something to the table all the time. But at this point, what are we going to bring to the table? You know, we have to have faith in everything on this card. We have to survive with contracts and money. And we have to go within and connect with everything else. It's a tale of two cities with the faith card. And she's got the lotus flower, the golden lotus flower with the wolf protecting her. And just, it's a beautiful card because the last one we got with the faith card was opportunity. The Page of Pentacles. Look out for offers regarding property and work. There's a good opportunity on the horizon, but be diligent. Check all contracts carefully. Money messages, communication, work, luck, confidence, and optimism. Yes. Have faith. Be ambitious. Okay. Be careful. You're in this mode. And with this card, you've got to be in this mode. You got to be earning, but be careful with the contracts. Don't get involved in something that is kind of shady, you know. There's a lot of shady characters out there you got to be careful with. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful, beautiful, crazy reading. Mm-mm-mm. We've got some great cards over here. Okay, now we are going to read the Human Spirit Oracle because remember it said put the pieces back together that are broken. I was going to save this for last, but it's a 3. Broken open. You must have had some crack to let the light shine through. Have you been through something that tore you into pieces, that broke you down to nothing? When we break, it makes space for growth. Like a dense forest, there can be no sun for new growth. But when one tree falls or breaks, it allows the warming sun to penetrate the canopy and feed the roots. You've been through enough. It is time to feed your roots and step into the sun. Remember that sometimes you must tear something down to rebuild a better home. The same is true for us. If we have been through life's shattering events, do not get stuck in the ruins of what was. Instead, build a fabulous new dwelling. Never underestimate the curb appeal of a renovated home or a renovated health, a renovated soul. Now we have a visitor, couple. A couple came to visit. Okay. We got the gateway of light activation. We got the halls of Manetti, intuition, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. The halls of Manetti are a sacred learning space that were energetically transported by Thoth from Atlantis to the spiritual plane before Atlantis came to an end. It is said that the portal to this etheric retreat is energetically connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Many believe that the physical remains of these halls can be found there. We don't have to physically visit Egypt to access their energies through the halls of Manetti, are said to have been the home of the Emerald Tablet. They are a space of ancient mysteries in service to the expansion of humanity. On this card, you will see 2 pillars, an echo of the 2 pillars that have been found in sacred places throughout history. The black pillar represents the physical world and the white represents the spiritual, indicating that this sacred space is between the worlds. If you feel called to these halls or they seem oddly familiar, there is a chance you have visited them in dream time or even before this incarnation. You are in a deep initiatory chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that a reconfiguration is happening energetically. You are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel that light is present because you are in the middle of this phase at the moment, but know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that were stored in the depths of your body being released so that your vibration can rise. I couldn't believe when we got the halls of Manetti because I got to save the next one for after this, and I've got to read the Divine Master because they coincide with what I just said. Because this visitor is very, very special. It's Thoth. divine magic. The teacher awakens, the students become the master. Yes, we do. Thoth is the ancient Egyptian ibis-headed teacher of writing, divine magic, and the moon. Acknowledged as a sacred scribe who created writing, he was considered to be the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws, which brought a cataclysmic end to their civilization. In the Western magical community, Thoth is seen as an all-powerful spiritual guide who can help you understand the energies of magic and the power of our will. He is the mastermind behind the Hermetic text, and the ancient Greeks knew him as Hermes, and the Romans as Mercury. When you feel called to this master, it's because divine magic is unfolding in your world, and you are ready to write the story of your life. I'm going to read this thing I channeled down at the end, and I want you to remember this. They build the sets and destroy it when finished with the story. They create it, program the people, and they can keep everyone building and creating the stage, and they can destroy the stage at any time. Different characters and programmed to follow their script. Yeah, and this mentions when you feel called to this master, it's because divine magic is unfolding in your world and you are ready to write the story of your life. Yeah, we're rewriting the story of our life. We're going different places. I went from writing a story of a housewife in Pennsylvania that did all kinds of odd part-time jobs, full-time jobs, had businesses. I did it all. Okay. To a girl that lives in Florida now. Whole different ballgame. Whole different person. So yes, I am rewriting my story, which we all are. Okay. The power of heaven and earth. We just had the heaven and earth card. Are uniting at this time, putting the power of creation into your hands. Whatever you set out to do, you will do. You are in a vortex of manifestation. All the lessons of the past have given you a better understanding of what will be best for your highest good and truth. You are a magical being who deserves to have a magical life. Believe in who you are and call in all you need and more. You are no longer the student, you are the teacher. Take everything you have learned and put it to use. Your life will never feel complete or fulfilled until you share what you have experienced during this incarnation. There are lessons to be learned from the events of your life that will be great gifts to those who receive them. Take the time to create a plan of action and put down in writing what you intend to do so that the universe can bear witness to it and support its unfolding. Yeah, that was a good one. I love when Thoth appears and, the halls of Amenti, and maybe the Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. It's not the place you are, it's the person you're going to become. How are you rewriting your script? And how do you want your story to play out? That's the choice when you move and when you go on new discoveries and you step out of the box. Who do you want to be now? The Holy Grail has been a mystery for thousands of years. Many believe that it was the cup that Jesus drank from at the Last Supper, or that was used to collect his blood at the crucifixion, while others believe that it was a person, possibly Mary Magdalene. It's also been described as a stone, a dish, or a cauldron. The energy of this card is strongly related to a physical space, which is the chalice well in Glassbury, southwest England. A sacred garden where many go to connect with the great goddess and discover the mysteries within. As a gateway, the Holy Grail is the cup of our heart, which we can allow to be filled by Source's light so that we are overflowing with divine love. The energy that we call into the Holy Grail is the feminine energy of Source, the Shekinah, the fierce yet graceful light that inspires us to dance to the sacred rhythm of life. This gateway, therefore, encourages us to stop searching outside of ourselves for the truth and go within to realize for the whole time. It's like inviting the divine in, but knowing that it was already there before we asked. You have been on a great quest, seeking, searching, discovering, but the further you've gone, the more your heart has called you back. You may still be looking for treasure, but you are now discovering that all roads lead back to you. The great source of creation holds up a shiny mirror in front of you, and you see your reflection. You are the answer. You are the divine. You are created. You are creating. The gateway of your divinity has opened, and the vessel of your being is flowing with infinite light. You have been searching for God, and God is within. So go within. This is the key to heaven. Your cup is overflowing. Your gifts are being unlocked. Let the world share your treasure. That was very good. I really like that message. I've liked every message that we got. We got one more message. We got the golden future. And I couldn't have planned this better myself. We got a 21, which is a 3. The economy. Trust your needs will be met. Look at that. The hands are clasped. The Buddha's there. Source's creator is behind. And the hummingbirds are beside. And it looks like the fountain is flowing with water. As international trade ceases, countries that rely on exports will make massive adjustments to become self-sufficient and to care for their citizens. When the old financial paradigm collapses, various currencies will take its place for a while until money ceases to be relevant. Then people will share and exchange the goods they want or need. As consciousness rises, individuals worldwide will understand that there is enough for everyone. So ownership will no longer be necessary. Wise community decisions, open-hearted sharing, and generous giving will replace the old economic ideas. Everyone will pool their assets and their food, taking only what they need. They will build homes collectively, freely contributing their skills. When the masses live at a fifth dimensional frequency without ego, whatever is needed will automatically be made available. In the golden future, people will trust the universe to provide for all their needs, so will freely share what they have. This card calls on you to open your heart and meditate on the flow of abundance and prosperity in your life. Fifth dimensional thoughts and beliefs automatically and easy draw anything that you need from the universe, so cultivate them. Your personal economic situation depends solely on your consciousness. The more people open their hearts and minds to the divine and accept their dues as beloved children of the universe, the more quickly the entire planet will move into the golden future. Hold the faith for everyone. Lord Gautama, the Buddha, known as the embodiment of wisdom, is helping to clear old attitudes to finance so as to create an equitable and compassionate world. Surround yourself in the citrine light and then consciously focus on abundant practice, open-hearted, receiving as well as giving, and at the same time, take economic decisions in a grounded, sensible, and practical way. That was a great reading, guys. I mean, we couldn't ask for a better one for Magical Monday and Thoth Tuesday. So I hope everyone is having a very beautiful, magical day out there. And you know what? I love everybody. And may every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.